Welcome everyone to another episode of Ripping On. Tonight's ripping will be on Shang Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings. To my knowledge, it's a more recent Marvel movie, and I guess we should just hop right into it. Okay, so we've got the movie starting off with a little backstory on the rings and the owner of the rings and all that kind of stuff, and then it also explains this mystical magic force thing. I don't know. So far, so good, I guess. So we fast forward to the future or to the present day where we encounter the main actor, the main personality character, and everything seems kind of okay. And then we have like this all right battle or fight on the bus, and I'm like, it didn't seem all that impressive. Kind of felt kind of corny in a way. The whole comedic routine between him and his friend. Eh, it's kind of lame, but at the same time, I mean, it's a different direction or whatever, and I'm okay with that. But yeah, the fight scene is kind of meh. I stopped halfway through. Anyways, I'll finish up and I'll see if there's any more to complain about. I would love someone to explain to me where the hell this guy has a blade built into his hand. Like it seems like a normal hand all the way up here, but literally the blade comes out of his hand. Like, is it all the way up there? Is it inside of that little compartment? Like, it's like, what? Did anyone think this through before fucking deciding to make this character? Anyways, so I just finished the whole bus scene thing. Pretty lame. Pretty fucking lame. I don't understand why this guy has a a heated blade when he's swinging so randomly. It's so stupid. Like he's doing like these massive swings when it's like, what? Why? Oh my goodness! Why do people think making something look cool and then completely forgetting the realistic aspect of it is a good idea for a movie? Fuck my life, man. All right, let's keep going through this. So basically, we're led back to the fortress where the dad reveals to the kids that their pendants gave the location and path to the entrance to this dimensional rift where I guess their mom came from, and all this kind of stuff. But the thing I don't understand is why make it so simple? Why make a path? Like, why literally make a path that opens once a year, and then it's a direct path to the sanctuary or whatever it's called? Like, it makes no sense. Like, why wouldn't you have made it a little more complicated for people to get in? Like, you could have made it so that way people had to be neutral. They had to be without ill intent or good intent to be able to get in. You know how complicated that would be for anyone to get into that fucking place? Like, fuck, man. Why can't they just think of really cool concepts that would make much more sense than just, oh yeah, there's a magical entrance that, it doesn't matter how powerful we are, you can just slip right in. Like, fuck off, man. All right, so basically, we get a little bit of the backstory of the bad guy or the bad thing, enemy. I don't know what you even want to call it. So we get that backstory that it devours souls or some stuff like that. Kind of a lame first boss to fight, but I mean, whatever. So now they're basically they explain to us that they come from some other universe or some shit like that, and this thing was about to land on Earth and devour. Apparently, Earth is the epicenter of the whole entire universe in Marvel. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, it. I don't know what to say. Like, how many evils are there that are always like going after Earth? It's so stupid. But I mean, whatever. It's basically all comics or superhero shit. It's always the same shit. It's always Earth, whatever. Humans can only just refer to their planet as something that's worthwhile, apparently. But yeah, the story, it's kind of lame, whatever. I don't know what else to say about the backstory for this thing. Anyways, Can someone please explain to me why it is that this woman was able to fight the man with the freaking rings and whoop some ass so easily, but she can't fight against ordinary humans and win? Like she can't take out 1,000, 1,000,000 people with ease. Like this man was superpowered and he had these rings where she. why? Why do they not? Oh my goodness! I think my head is hurting. But yeah, okay. Let's keep going. Someone explain the logic behind this. Why is it they didn't set up an ambush for when they come in? Like it makes no sense. Like the path only opens at a specific time, and there's only one way to get in. It's not as if they're gonna find a magical way all of a sudden and get in another way. Why wouldn't you set up ambushes or traps or something to stop them from getting any further? Why would you allow them to come all the way into the place to fight you? Like, you have enough time to make weapons and shit, but you don't have enough time to fucking set up traps. And previously, the woman said, "Oh, he won't be the first." Okay, if everyone else came in who wanted to freaking get to the gate, why the hell? Why the living fuck aren't there traps and shit already set up there to prevent people? Like, fuck, man. God damn. How? What's the point in those goddamn fucking rings if they're so fucking weak? Imagine that. They made a dragon scale armor that is capable of withstanding blows from this goddamn fucking ring, these 10 ring shit. Like, I'm sorry? Then those rings are useless. Absolutely useless in the long run because, I mean, the armor is 10 times better than that. Like, come on, man. It's so inconsistent. Like, this fucking movie is so inconsistent sometimes. It's so stupid. Like, I don't see a point in having that kind of a weapon because the rings are apparently worthless versus dragon armor or dragon scales. Like, god damn it, man. What? Now, I don't want to be a complete dick there, but we only see that this thing takes one soul. It swallows one soul from what we see in the movie, and it's able to break free or break through the gate. Like, like really? All it needed was one soul? Why? Like, why? Explain yourself. Like, why? Okay, so we've seen the little ones be able to suck a soul out within seconds, right? And now this massive thing comes out, grabs his father, and it takes forever to suck out his soul. For the size of the thing, you would expect it to be like, and it would be over, right? But it doesn't. It takes forever for it to do this. It gives him enough time to transfer the fucking rings to the sun and everything. Like, what in the ever living fuck, man? What are we seeing here? So what was he planning on doing? If like he gets the rings and he prepares himself to fight this thing, but I'm like, what is he gonna do? He just got the rings. Like, okay, if it wasn't for the dragon showing up and smacking the thing into the wall, what was he really planning on doing? Like, why? I don't know. Anyways, I swear I don't know. Oh, before I forget, I mean, the mere fact that he turns around and seals the cave by blowing up the rocks above the entrance to block it. Like, I thought you needed the goddamn fucking, like, seal to hold them in, the dragon scales to hold them in. Like, are you saying you could have just collapsed the whole entire mountain and it would have sealed them off permanently? What are you trying to say, you fucking movie? Like, where's the consistency there? Oh my goodness. So apparently this thing is easily subdued by water magic or water bending, and I'm like, okay. And then it starts devouring more and more souls. It gets stronger, and I'm thinking to myself, like, why is this thing even a threat? Like, why? This is why this creature is such an idiotic creature to be the first thing that we encounter for this storyline or this superhero. It's kind of lame. Like, I don't even get it. Like, there's nothing that makes this thing a hazard, or I guess it's Omega type in Marvel, the Omega type mutants that would be dangerous to the planet and all that kind of shit. Like, damn, man, what are we watching? This thing is supposed to be such a badass. Like, this thing is supposed to be world destroyer, system destroyer, universe destroying type creature, and it's got such vulnerabilities. Like, it's just pierced through the neck, and it's like, oh look, huh, I'm not capable of sucking souls anymore. Yeah, okay, bud. Okay, so not only did this thing suck up a bunch of souls and all this kind of shit, it's even stronger than before. So why would the water bending thing work now just because it's been pierced through the throat? Like, come on, man, what's the consistency in this movie? And on top of that, like, the water bending allows him to do his fucking special ability attack thing inside of the monster, and then to literally blow it up from within using the rings. Like, hello? Where did he learn this skill? Where did he know, or how did he know to do this? Like, come on, man. Come on, movie. Come on, come on. Okay, so basically the movie's over and there's like a little after snippet of, I guess, things to come for this movie and all this kind of, or this franchise or whatever, which is okay and all that kind of stuff. So let's hop right into what annoyed me and all that kind of shit. The movie wasn't really consistent. There were a lot of issues. Like, it really felt as if this movie was rushed, even though it's like high production value and all that kind of stuff. It felt rushed as hell. Other problem is the character himself, like Shang Chi. He felt like empty. Like, it seemed like there was something missing from the character the whole entire time I was watching it. Like, you always see some kind of progression in a way when it comes to characters, but even though you see like minute little progressions with this character, he still felt as if he was an empty husk of a superhero. There was nothing really put into him to make him feel like something worthwhile to actually continue following. It's a very weird thing, and it's the first time I've ever seen it for a big AAA movie. I guess it's weird. Like, I had someone explain to me that even in the comics, it's apparently the thing of the character. Like, he doesn't seem to have a core or some kind of something you can connect to or understand. Anyways, so yeah, so it's kind of interesting. I'm not too sure why they even chose to do that. What else? Yeah, the inconsistencies with the boss and how it behaves. The absolutely no need for the dragon scales if the earth itself or could actually hold these things. Like, all these little things were annoying. So yeah, I'm sure there's a lot more because I'm pretty sure I ripped on a lot more. It's just I'm not trying to make this too long. So next thing is, let's hop right into the verdict. Okay, for what the movie is, I'm not that much of a hater. Like, I really hated a lot of it, but at the same time, I will give it the benefit of the doubt. So I'm gonna give it just a 5 because it's an okay movie. It isn't bad, but it isn't good. But it's a fairly okay movie. It's not something I'd recommend, but at the same time, it's something that, you can just enjoy, sit back and enjoy, uh, if you have time and all that kind of stuff. So it's an okay movie for that value. I would assume that most people would probably give this movie 6, 7, maybe. I think I'm being generous, but still. Uh, Overall, like, the story was really bad. It felt super rushed. There was no real, like, it felt as if for such a big badass boss, it felt like eh. Like, I can see a million other ways that people could kill it. Like, every other Avenger, every single one of them could have killed it. Like, all you need is the dragon scales, and it's like, it's over for this thing. You put a dragon scale armor on Iron Man, and it's like he just has to fly through it 2 times and it's dead. Uh, Fists like iron, no, dragon scale fists, claws, or something for any of the other Avengers, and they would be able to take it. I think the only thing might be an issue is the soul sucking part, but even then, you can have super speed like any other superhero, and you can kill this thing within seconds. Like, yeah, they should have really thought of a really cool boss for him to fight. But anyways, yeah. So that's basically the verdict, and I'll see you guys on the next one.